save the biggest for last. Now, it's not just Echo, it's Cassie as well. Look at her, there she is. So of course, that is a large male saltwater crocodile, and that there is a large female saltwater crocodile. Very, very different size. And you got two crocodiles to worry about in here. So it kind of ups the ante just a little bit. There we go. We'll get her moving in that direction as Echo comes and approaches me. Let's see what he wants to do. Now, Echo is a big croc and he's very smart. Really, really smart. And the reason why he's so big is because he's so smart. He was a wild crocodile. So he's a croc that my dad caught from the wild. Bit of a rescue situation. He was interfering with livestock. And often when a crocodile is getting too close to people or livelihoods, well, sadly, sometimes they end up getting shot. So Dad went out and was really passionate to make sure he could catch this guy and bring him back to Australia Zoo where he could live out the rest of his life. It took him 2 years to catch this croc, and he's just so big and so old. Where's that tree? He's so big and he's so old. You know, when Dad caught him, he was a territory holding male, so that's that over 14-foot size that I talk about, you know, well over 4 meters long. And that takes a long time for a crocodile to get that big, because the larger they get, the slower they grow. They don't stop growing, they keep growing, but it just slows right up. And it's not scientifically proven, but from all of the crocodile research and all the work that we've done with them, both in a captive setting and in the wild, the darker the crocodile usually means the older it is. And this guy is pretty much jet black. He's just really an ancient croc. And he was caught, well, nearly 40 years ago, so there's every chance that he is upwards of 100 years old. But we'll never know for sure. He could be older, we just don't know. We do know that he's real smart though. This is why, you know, because Bosco, even on a nice cold day, he comes out, has a go. Ockie, yeah, I'll come out and have a go. Echo though, he'll just sit like this, motionless. And he just lulls you to this false sense of security. He plays this game that we all talk about it here in the croc team. We all talk about the game that the crocs play. And the game is called Come Closer. And it's a fun game to play. The only catch with it is though, you only play it once. And then it's game over. So the idea is to not play that game. But it's really, like when you watch him there, you think, come on Robert, just get a little closer. That's what he's thinking. He's thinking, come on mate, just get a little bit closer. The thing is his tail is still in the water. That is, of course, where he gets his power. That's where he drives all of his speed from. So he is still capable, absolutely, of putting on a strike that's as fast, if not faster, than those younger, smaller boys. Because he's got so much more tail to work with. So he's got a lot more power in it, a lot more muscle. He's also, on the other side of that, a lot more weight to pull around. So he's a little bit more of an energy conservationist, shall we say. He's only going to give it a go when he feels like, right, now's my chance. And he's watching, so if you look at his eyes, sometimes you'll see his attention will change. It'll go from the feet, look you right in the eye. Sometimes you'll look at a little bit of sushi. And he's just deciding, he's just figuring out the situation. But really cool that he's come out because you kind of get to see just how big he is. The water plays sort of a trick on your eyes, like you can't quite tell how massive he is, but then he comes out and you see just the size of him. And I'll put it into perspective, like Bosco would be not even 14 feet long. This guy's over 16 feet long. So think about just over 2 feet of difference. That's like what, this much. It doesn't really seem like much. But the difference in the power, the size, the girth of the animal, it changes so much because they'll gain so much more of their mass with every foot that they grow. So it's just a whole new league when you go from 13, 14 foot over 16 feet. You know, this is just massive. And you don't see crocodiles much bigger than this. It's very rare. because they were hunted almost to extinction, and the big boys were particularly prized. And so they nearly disappeared. They were very nearly gone here in Australia. But now finally they're starting to return to healthy numbers, which is very important for the ecosystem. This is a keystone species, very, very, very valuable in our northern environment. And conservation for crocodiles is so simple. To conserve them, all we've got to do is conserve ourselves. That's it. If you stay safe in croc territory, well, it removes that conflict between humans and crocs, and then you don't hear people going out, oh, we've got to cull all the crocodiles. It just doesn't solve anything. It creates a massive ecological imbalance. And all we need to do to stay safe around crocs is just to take a few steps back from the water's edge. That's it. Just respect that they're quick in the water and at the water's edge. But if you're out on land or you're out on the water in a solid boat, you're going to be fine. A crocodile's never going to have a second look at you. So that's a great way to conserve people and crocs and just keep us all safe. Because crocs aren't out to get you. People every single day of the week up in Northern Australia, I guarantee right now, someone is swimming in crocodile territory. But bites are very, very rare for... He's a big king. He's a little big king. Here you go, mate. Here you go. Here you go, Coach. Here you go. Here you go. Stop looking at my head. Good boy. Oh, how good. He makes me so nervous. He makes me so nervous. I think the reason why he's so much more nerve-wracking to feed is because he's